Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm gonna start my stream today. It's gonna be open session, so you can ask questions in the chat. You can connect with me on Discord at Boomfxllc. Get a little bit about me. I'm a multimedia designer, 48 years old, live in West Palm Beach, Florida. I own a little niche agency called Boom Media. It works with about 20 clients. And I'm an NFT enthusiast, firm believer in what Honeyland's doing and how they're executing it. And I'm here to answer any questions people might have with starting, a Web3 wallet, transferring assets, strategies, pretty much anything. Dealing with the Solana blockchain, Web3 in general, crypto, nothing with Bitcoin or any other blockchain really. I want to focus on Solana. And yeah, so let's get this started. Obviously you can see I'm VIP 7, level 23. I started back in October of last year, and now I think this is the third month going in since the beta launch. I was an alpha tester as well. I'm also an approved video content creator for Honeyland moving forward. And yeah, so once you start on these levels, obviously to level up, you need to do experience points. And experience points are done by following, tasks that you get daily, right? And honestly, the first 10 levels are pretty easy to achieve. You get there pretty quickly, because they want you to have fun. They don't want you to think it's a daunting process to level up and to be able to use more bees. Obviously, the more bees you can send out to harvest and hunt, the more that they can bring back in an hourly manner, and the more fun you can have either collecting, selling, upgrading, or trading. We'll be getting a marketplace soon, so that would be nice. I'll get a stream for that, I'm sure. But moving forward, you can see level 1, you start off pretty low. You can occupy 7 lands when you get to level 2, and so on and so forth. Bees permission, you get the drift. We'll go over this again in detail. But when you get to level, I think around 18 or 19, the gaps between leveling up expand so that it's harder to get to that final level. And I believe there's 30 levels. Is there? Yeah. 30 levels. Yep. So at 30 levels, you occupy 20 lands, 12 bees. I think that's 222 bees you can send out at one time on missions on 20 different lands. So that could be split into harvesting and hunting, or just harvesting, or just hunting. Right now I've been concentrating on harvesting for the past week to see how well I do with that, and let's go take a look at that. Now the VIP level 2 thing is the same sort of stepping stones that you would get from VIP 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just like you would in XPs. The only difference is that you follow different tasks in order to level up in VIPs, and I'll go over that in more detail later. Let's see what we did on the leaderboard today. So we got some rewards here. We'll go ahead and collect that. I think we'll claim now. You can always see, how much each bee is bringing back. Now at this point, I haven't upgraded a single bee in my hive. I have literally not upgraded anything. I haven't traded anything. I have only purchased, bred, done XP, sent harvesting, and sent on hunting missions. That's it. I'm trying to take advantage of the fact that not a lot of players are going to be here right now. So I think that at this point, this week was focused on harvesting just to see how well I could do. And then I'll continue to do a 50-50 spread on harvesting and hunting moving forward so that I can get a 50-50 even of collecting HXD and collecting shards, which I'll show you in a minute. So we got 40 on that run. Up here. I'm going to go ahead and see where I'm at with the leaderboard for this past week. I think it ends tomorrow. see what that is. It's at the top right hamburger menu. It's very good UI. Everything's easy to find, which I'm going to lay out and we'll go over in detail again in the next video. This is just a real quick video. See what we did in harvesting. Alright, cool. So right now I'm on number 2 on the weekly leaderboard. It's 5,317 HXD. I think we'll see tomorrow if I can bring this into about 6,000, hopefully, another 1,000. I average about 60 to 80 every hour. And I just sit there and repeat, and then here we go, some more coming in. So sometimes when I'm going to do something else, I'll put in a hunting bee with the rest being harvesting, and that way it secures that land, so it's easier for me to go back and send bees quicker and not have to think about where I'm sending them. So it's more of a time consumption thing, so that I'm not doing this. I'm not glued to the monitor. I can actually just pop in, you know, once every hour and harvest and hunt, or harvest and send my bees out accordingly. So I'm going to claim this as well, and another 9. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'll go over to my universe. I'm going to go to my activity. I should still have some bees out there. Yeah, 15 lands. So what I'm just going to stack them right back in there. So, and this is how quick I can do this. Now, a lot of people do all the matching and everything at this point. I haven't done any of that. Like right now, I'm using the Confused Queen, and we can go over all those stats later. And when they do match, they match. I really go after the landform match right now, and if my bees happen to match, because I'm doing this so often, he's gonna end up going out there at some point in time. So I don't really focus on putting them in a certain land at a certain time. I just fill them in as I go. This is more about speed for me. And then later on, once I have enough assets, I'll start focusing on getting squads together that are executing better, you know, harvest and hunts missions, so to speak. But at this point, I'm looking for speed, quantity, not quality at this point. Now, this strategy of mine is going to change, obviously, over time. But for now, this is what we're going to work with. Plus, I own some lands, and some lands are going to be opening up tomorrow that I'll be able to harvest and hunt on myself. And with the new fixes they're going to be implementing, they're going to be taking off the boost for the endurance, which means that your bees will no longer be able to fly wherever they want, zone 6, etc., unless your endurance matches those zones. So unless you own land, you won't be able to send your bees to your land. If you own, let's say, land in 8, I can send any one of my bees to my own land, even if it's in zone 8, which is nice. So what I've tried to do is collect enough land to where I can send out to 15 lands right now. That's my level, 15. And I have purchased, over time here, the past couple of months, 10 pieces of land. So I need about 5 more pieces of land that I'll collect within the next couple of months, so that I can at least send out my bees to all my own land without having to worry about zones or paying fees. And then I'm going to test that strategy to see what I collect and see what I gain. Plus, I use the sparkle candy and all the other little shards that you can upgrade your land with in order to, you know, one, have it production speed increase, or the honeypot drop times increase, things of this nature. So that's pretty cool. And we'll go over all that again. Not again, but we'll go over that again at some point. There's a lot to this game. There's a lot coming to this game. There's so much more content being created. There's so much more strategy to be had and thought of. And yeah, I'm very excited, you know, that I got in on this early. And I still think it's early for early investors, people that, you know, are tired of well, playing games these years and not owning your own assets to me is ridiculous. I've spent hundreds of thousands, I'm sure, in games over the years and still do. You know, like Apex Legends, I love it. I buy the coins, I upgrade, I do all these things that you don't need to do, but you end up doing. But I don't own assets. They could take that from me at any point, which is a real bummer. So I'm really looking forward to this Web3 movement to take place so that we can change the form of gaming forever and put the gaming back in the hands of the gamers, not the developers, which we do love, but you know, I think it should be a 50-50 split. Without us, there's no gaming. Without them, there's no gaming. So 50-50. Alright, so I think we're close to filling my gaps here. Yeah, 2 more. And yeah. Oops. Easy peasy. One more. And I'm gonna do another video later this afternoon to focus on upgrading and stuff like that, because I go through the XP every day at 8 o'clock, or I think 7:50 is my turnover on tasks. So what I think I'll do is just have my stream happen live every day at that time, so that I can do all these tasks while I stream, while I do, you know, the live questions and live answers and Q&As. I think that's the best format for me with my knowledge. And I think we're good here. Alright, so alright, yeah, look, I mean, number 2, I'm only 3 behind the leader here. Yeah, I'm gonna get him in a minute. So yeah, thanks for checking out my first little quick video. I'm going to sign off here in a minute, and yeah, see you on the next one.